Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure.
You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut.
So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I got a new camera. We're shooting in 1080 HD. Not that little 720 stuff. No, we're going all out in 1080 HD. And we're starting with a beer I've actually had before, but it's very hard to get. This is the Dogfish Head Shelter Pale Ale, craft brewed in little batches, using Delaware-grown barley and whole leaf, Willamette, and Columbus hops for ballast. 12 fluid ounces, 5% ABV, and it's a Dogfish Head beer, so we use the Dogfish Head football-shaped glass with the off-center nails for off-center people on the back. The only problem with this thing is that it says bottled on December 12th of last year, so, you know, it's over 6 months old now. I have had this on tap, so I'll be interested to see how it holds up in the bottle. I'm not going to tell you what I thought of it on tap until the end, so let's just get cracking here. Alright, well, it's a nice looking beer. Nice about this new camera, I can get right up there and show you guys. Looks red on camera, almost like my shirt. In real life, it's more of like a burnt umber, that really, really dark orange to brown kind of hue. Slightly hazy. A lot of bubbles in there, got a nice, a little over 2 fingers of head. It's off-white, yellowish, very sudsy looking. You know, not a whole lot of aroma going on here. I mean, kind of a tea kind of smell, just kind of barley and grain. Very organic kind of smelling, earthy smell. So let's dive in here. Yeah, it's all American Pale Ale. So, I mean, yeah, it's drinking like a kind of very traditional pub ale type. Just, yeah, it has like a generic ale taste to it. Not like a lager taste, just like a straight up ale taste. It's kind of a thin, I mean, I wouldn't call it light body, something like the very low end of medium. Soft though, it's not crispy. You know, it doesn't crisp on your tongue like a lager. Just kind of soft, you know, thinner side, wet, you know, it's not a dry beer at all. It's not drying me out. Quite refreshing, actually. I keep waiting for like that hot bite to come at the end, and it never comes. You know, so far this is drinking almost exactly like as I remember it being on tap, and I'm even getting some lacing, even for the, you know, 6-month-old bottle. That's impressive. So, just gonna take a few more sips. We'll take a break and come back with my final thoughts on the Dogfish Head Shelter Pale Ale.
Get ready for the first annual Albany Craft Beer Festival. Explore a world of beers from over 30 breweries at the Washington Avenue Armory on Saturday, May 14th from 4 to 8. It's all about the beer, but there will be great food as well. Admission is only $35 in advance. 40-day of show. Designated drive admission is $5. Attendance is limited, so buy your tickets today at albanybeerfest.com or at the Armory box office. It's the first annual Albany Craft Beer Festival, Saturday, May 14th from 4 to 8. One night, 100 awesome beers.
Well, hey, I'm back finishing the Shelter Pale Ale. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, so final thoughts. I actually wrote a review of this back in August of last year, I think, and I gave it a 7 then. You know what? I'm gonna stick with that. I'm giving it a 7 now. That's what it is. I mean, it's a good beer. Fresh on tap or a 6-month-old bottle, tastes and drinks pretty much the same to me. You're going into this because of the pale ale, because it's Dogfish, expecting to get assaulted with hops. You're not. It's more of like, I don't know, maybe they were going for like an English style bitter, or something in that pub ale kind of sessionable category, you know. And 5% ABV, yeah, you could session this. I'd love to get a 6-pack of this and just drink this and watch a game or whatever. Nice kind of spring or summer beer. It actually is quite refreshing, as I said. It's you can't tell, but it's actually pretty hot in here right now. So it is nice and refreshing, and it's not like one of those fizzy yellow summer beers with wheat and whatever random spices they throw in it. This just drinks like a refreshing pub ale. Getting a little bit of that black tea flavor. I get like a touch of coffee bitterness in there. Like it's very subtly flavored. Maybe even like a touch of caramel sweetness in there too. But for the most part, it's just kind of like, you know, I think it's meant to be what it exactly is. Yeah, I'm going on way too long here. Again, 7 out of 10 for the Dogfish Head Shelter Pale Ale. It's a good beer. And that's it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.